Yo, what's good everyone? Back in here trying to give you another video, and this time talking about something in particular. And what we are talking about today is this this is a subject that King is broken right now, and I wanted to make a video kind of to talk about how that's not true. He's not broken. Is he a powerful character? Is he an S tier character? Absolutely, right? But I wanted to make this video to tell you guys, okay, he's not that cracked out to be. It's a matter of just understanding certain fundamentals and understanding that there are moves that you can escape from by just using movement and by having a sharp eye, and just by overall, which takes time, is practice, right? So this isn't a one-step solution, one shoe or one size fits all solution where you watch this video and you're automatically going to be doing better. This is something that's going to take time in here, but I wanted to talk about how King is not broken, not in the way you think he is. He's not broken at all. He's a hard character to deal with, but he's not broken. And going into details as to why my opinion is that it's not even more of not even more opinion. I would say, I will even go as far as saying it's a fact. Does he need nerfs right now? Yeah, he needs nerfs. Absolutely, I 100% agree that he needs nerfs. For example, this move, this is crazy. This needs a nerf. 64 damage for a mid heat smash that also when blocked goes into stance. That's insane, right? So at least dumb down the damage on that, at least by 50, right? Maybe 50. Like that would be a huge nerf. But like on counter hit, holy cow, on counter hit, what is that? That does 68 damage on counter hit. That's too much, man. That's too much. So I agree that that needs to be 100% toned down. Other things I would like to see, I don't know how the developers would do this, but I would like to see homing grabs just adjusted, or counter hit throws adjusted just a little bit, because I feel like a lot of my throws have eaten a lot of inputs, and I could, even for me, I would be a little bit tight if that happened to me, right? And as well, giant swing is a 10 frame. It's a really dangerous 10 frame throw, right? And with counter hit throws being a thing in Tekken 8, his throw game just automatically got severely buffed for almost tenfold, right? So because you can eat inputs, I'll fight Lars players and Lars was moving all over the place, and I would actually eat Lars inputs with his back facing me, and it will count as a giant swing, and it's a counter hit throw, so that there's nothing they can do. So I would like to see some adjustments on that, right? So his heat smash needs nerfs. Counter hit throws are really big for him. It was a big buff for him, and his damage is a little bit too much, right? So yes, he needs nerfs, but is he broken? No. Let's go into the reason why he's not broken, right? So he's a powerful and annoying character to deal with? Yes, if you don't know the game plan around him, right? What is his game plan? He's a grappler, so he wants to be this dumb close to you, right? And if you want more of an actual analysis of how, like, a general counter, I would refer to the main man Sui video. He made a great video about it. Little Majin also made a great video about his opinion and where he is right now with Little Majin. So I'm not gonna go ahead and try to like bite off of those videos. I just want to go ahead and show you just a little bit of what the majority of players deal with in the average ranks, regular ranks, like the red ranks, even the orange ranks, low green ranks, etc. You're gonna see this a lot, and I just want to go ahead and show you guys how you deal with this. So first up, keep him here. Keep your King, whatever your opponent is, keep him around 2.5 to 3 range, because King players need to be up close and personal to get grabs, right? But going into how a lot of the majority of the players set up their, I guess you can say their game plan with King is plus frames. You're gonna see this into a grab. You're gonna see this into grab, right? You're gonna go ahead and see this into grab. So what do players do to deal with that? They duck them, right? Because it's like, I'm -5, I don't feel like taking a grab mix up, duck, right? I'm -8, I'm gonna duck, because I'm telling you, do not duck King, right? There's no reason to duck King. There's only certain moves that you can duck, and if you have a hard read, then duck King, right? But not all the time do you need to duck King because you're minus, right? Because that's why he has moves like this, right? He has moves like this too. Like, that's a mid. That's a mid. right? So once you start ducking king player, you'll make their day. You'll make king players have a field day when they start realizing you like ducking after plus frames. Don't duck, right? So how do we deal with that, right? So I would go ahead, if you need help practicing your throw breaks, right? If you really need help, go ahead and go into practice settings, go into offense, and go into defense, right? So it's going automatically going to be set to offense. Go into defense, and you're going to choose your opponent's action. So we're going to choose action frequency 1 right here. Is we're going to go and do down forward 1 2 into a grab, right? Then we're going to do number 2. Right? Then we're going to do number 3. And if you have a king player that can do this, this is scary. So if you have king players that actually can do this, you have to understand you're dealing with a little bit of a different level of a player, right? So if you see king players do this, instant shining wizard, that's scary. Now you have to completely up your game for that for sure, right? And I'll admit, that's scary, that's hard to do. You're not gonna break those throws all the time. I've seen it happen, it is possible, but the consistency is not that high. And then lastly, for the low option, this move. I'm sure everyone loves that move. I know all y'all love that move, right? So one thing about that move is it's super linear. You can sidewalk it. So we're gonna go ahead and try to sidewalk on top of being prepared for throws, and understand that when you see a player's left arm go out for a throw, you need to press square or 1 to break it. If you see the right arm go for a throw, you need to press 2, right? If you see both arms go for a throw, you need to press 1 and 2 together, right? So with that being said, and of course connection types, and if it's Wi-Fi, if it's a 4-bar, that can really put a hindrance on your throw break game, right? But normally I play wired 5-bar on PC, so I can, you know, more than 9 times out of 10 break throws consistently. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like, right? I'm a sidewalk, broken, right? Because I don't want forward 4 neutral 2 to hit me either. See, it's possible. That's, you already dealt with some of those options there. Let's keep going. That was a legit mix-up, right? So you're not gonna break all of them. Not gonna break all of them. See, you're not that was a legit mix-up too. So and that's the archetype of the character, right? But at least to where if you're not stuck in a 2D environment, almost having to deal with forward 4 neutral 2 on top of that. So understand that forward 4 neutral 2 is very it's not reactable, excuse me, but it's very linear, and that's what I was trying to get at, right? Oh, I didn't press it fast enough. Press the right button, but not fast enough. Thought I broke that. Okay. Let's try again. That's broken. Oh, I thought that was a giant swing. Okay. Broken. I thought I broke that. My finger slipped. Broken. There we go. And you have just a little bit. You have a little bit of time to actually break these throws, so you can kind of recognize the animation. Because like when you start smashing, as soon as you see a grab attempt, you might actually break that window of even breaking it at all because you pressed the wrong button. So you could just a little bit, just take a half a second. That's a tombstone. Nice. Then we can sidestep that. We broke that as well. Didn't break it fast enough. We had the right button in mind, but not fast enough. We must just have missed the window. Oh, I thought I broke that too. But anyways, y'all get the point. So it's possible, and I'm telling y'all, when y'all are in an actual ranked match, you got like a promo going on, or it's a little bit of a heated match, when that adrenaline comes in, you're gonna start to actually break those throws. You're gonna be like, I didn't even know I could do that. So you do this long enough, just take like 10 minutes before you start a session and just set up this motion here. You're gonna start to naturally break throws. So I promise you, there's a lot of moments where when I fight other kings, and where I fight even other characters that have a perfect throw game, like Jin, Dragunov, and a few others, even Hwoarang has a throw game, you're gonna start to naturally break these throws because you saw the arms come up, right? And most of the characters don't have 50-50 mix-up out of the arms like King, so you're probably gonna have a better time with another character like practicing against Jin. Set up Jin and do the same exact thing. You're gonna start to break your throws a little bit more consistently, right? So took care of that. That's the game plan. So plus frames, get ready to break throws, right? And if you have a hard read, you know your king is going to do a throw after plus frames, and you got that read, then you can duck and then launch, right? Because that's the risk he has to take, is that at the end of the day, the throws are highs, you know? So like, that's the issue. So if you duck, he's dead, right? And that's only if you have a hard read. Only if you have a hard read. Talking about his Jaguar Dash options, right? Now getting into the other sense of where a lot of people say King is broken, right? His RKO, it's reactable, guys. Like, it's 23 frames. It's not as reactable as a Snake Edge, but Snake Edges are like 26, right? If I'm not mistaken. It's a 23 frame move, and that is reactable, right? Now, he has other options, right? You could sidewalk his options too. So you could sidewalk this. You can sidewalk that. I've even seen where you can sidewalk this too. It's a little bit harder to do, but you can sidewalk that as well. The only low he has out of this is 4, right? And that leaves him, it's 20 damage. It leaves him grounded, so even if he gets the hit on you, it's not his turn anymore. You can go on the offensive, right? So getting a little bit deeper into this Jaguar Dash, right? Let's go ahead and talk about Jaguar Dash in particular. So when you block this move, and this is why I'm saying there's no reason to duck King, right? When it comes to especially Jaguar Dash, you block this, that is, you're +8. Go on the offensive when you block that. When you block his homing move, you're a +9. It's practically your turn. Do whatever you want when you're -9 or when you're +9, right? Just be careful, because even then, some people can really get hard reads out of that, but you're not doing much -9. If you are -9, you're not going to be able to do much, if not anything at all, right? So, 2 of his scariest options so far leave your turn completely there, right? So it's your turn if you block this. His RKO is reactable, so to prove that, let's go ahead and try it. We're gonna go ahead and do it again. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this next. And again, we're not gonna worry about the low, because again, this is just for me, my game plan, there's no need to duck King unless you know the RKO is coming. And again, the RKO is reactable, right? So we got high, mid, 1 high option that's unblockable, unbreakable, and 2 mid options that are really dangerous on hit, right? When they hit. Let's go ahead and now set this one. And let's see what happens. So again, when you're gonna see like his shoulders and his back tend to go back first, right? So you're gonna see, if I'm looking at the camera and let's say like this is player 1 side right here, right? This is player 1 side. He's gonna go back first and then he grabs. Your cue is this, when he's looking like he's about to fall off a cliff, this is when you start to duck. So for an example, no duck, no duck, mids, duck. You see, it's reactable. It is reactable. You just gotta have sharp eyes. And again, that wasn't just a lucky guess. We're gonna try again here. See, it's reactable, guys. 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row. There you go. And then I got hit with the mid. But y'all get the point. It's reactable. It's 23 frames. Just look for when the shoulders come out. You'll be able to duck it, right? And I want to say, I think I covered the most part of King. I don't want to go about his chain throws because like his chain throws are, I think they fixed a little bit of that. I'm not too sure if they fixed it entirely because I know counter hit throws, some chains I feel like are still guaranteed. But if you're having trouble with chain throws, again, Mayman Sweet talks about that a lot. I would definitely go ahead and look at his videos. But in general, if you want to go ahead and if you're having like, yo, I got hit by this grab like 12 times in the last match, and for some reason I didn't break it once. Why is that? Go choose King in the lab and look at the move, and if you don't know the name of the move, go one by one because you'll be able to probably learn other moves like, oh, I didn't even know that was break with this button instead. You'll learn a lot. Go over here and the game tells you what buttons to press, right? So if it's a down forward 2, 3, you press 2 to break that. What is that? Down back, again, down back 2, 3, throw a break, 1 plus 2. When opponent inputs 3, 4, just input shift to reverse figure 4 leg lock. Interesting, right? But they tell you all these throw breaks. They tell you what button you need to press in order to break these, especially the chain throws too. You know? You have them here, reverse arm slam combo, 1 break for the first part. If you don't break that, you cannot throw this, you can't escape this one, but you can escape the German suplex, right? So the game gives you the tools to deal with this, right? And especially with the replay system, you'll be surprised a lot of the crap that you can do and actually, you know, get away with. So I think with that being said though, we're 17 minutes now. I'm gonna call it here. Please at the end of the day, this is all about getting feedback, and I'm willing and I want to get humbled if I'm completely wrong about this. Please let me know, and we'll go ahead and we'll lab it. But as of right now, I can't say King is broken. He's a strong character, yes, he's ridiculous right now, but is he broken? And even arguments that he has everything, no, he does not have everything. He doesn't have good lows. I mean, we could talk about that too real quick, actually. This low on hit is -9. I get the hit and I lose my turn for that, right? 16 frame startup. Now, granted, the range is great, but that's the trade-off. You want good range, you want high crushing abilities, -9, eat it, right? That's what it is too. This move, slow startup, but I'm +4. You know, mix-ups can come out of that, but it's the same thing though. You know, you just gotta practice your throw breaks. +4, generic low. You're +4 when this hits. And what else? Nobody, I shouldn't be seeing people use this. Only use this if to throw your opponent off. But again, plus frames on that, right? And that move can be low parried, and it's also 29 frames, so you can react to it. Good players are gonna low parry that, right? So just keep that in mind. But other than that, that's why he doesn't have a good low game, is because he has this, he has this, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has a lot. That's also natural. But yeah, I get the point. But anyways, I'm gonna keep experimenting with this because I'm still trying to figure out King, and in a sense of like, where are his weak points in certain areas, like as far as like this sense of like brokenness, right? The sense of like King is broken. He's not broken, he's strong, but his weaknesses are there, and his weaknesses are bad low game, not great lows. As well, his stances isn't really that good. Jaguar Dash is not good at all, especially in the neutral. It's terrible in the neutral. And then as well, like I said, you don't even have to duck it, so it's almost, I don't want to say it's useless, but gosh, when I do try to use it, especially against good players, the move sucks. Okay, all right, and then you just have to practice your throw breaks, and that's it. And I assure you, you take those into consideration, King is going to be a lot more manageable. So, summary: look out for the arms. Take just an extra half a second before you attempt to throw the break the throw. You don't need to really duck King like that. RKO is reactable. You do not need to duck King in his Jaguar Dash. And lastly, King still needs nerfs. He does need nerfs, and we'll admit that. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and call it here because I made this video 20 minutes now. I was not expecting that. And that is about it. See ya.